OCM, Heichka Connie for starting us off in a good way, for bringing that drum to this floor and starting us off with joining our heartbeats together and reminding us of our protocols, our ceremony, and our culture, and the strength that we have together when we unite with the heartbeat of the drum. Heichka for coming here to bring us into the ceremonial procession to start this session. Thank you, Heichka, Heisapka, for everyone joining us tonight. And also, I want to give some gratitude to Dayton Jacobs Mayall for blessing our table to start our meal in a good way this evening, and to Ramsey's Catering for nourishing our bodies and our spirits before we begin our work tonight. Before we get started with tonight's business, I would like to call upon Desiree Gurniak to open up our time together in prayer. I really appreciate the youth coming to support us. What a magical way to start our session with with Dayton, with Connie, and now Desiree to start our meeting. Desiree?
I will do the prayer composed by my tutor Wilapia. A ti tos tiem, tienem atesant tuiot. Si thama ui misto sakit, si slamatos hana weal. Quam chuch I sawatos atatsiaist, quam stuch tishqualowinst. Creator, let us pray. Listen to our prayer. Thank you for bringing us together. Please watch over us today. Help us with our work. Keep our thoughts strong. Heisapka.
OCM Desiree, thank you again for sharing the words of your Sitla, our respected elder Wilapia, who had worked on our language over the many years and was a keystone for bringing our language back home. Thank you so very much. Well, Misap Kakwelam legislators, for a special summer session, it's really important that we come together as Wasan Misteuch in these difficult times that we faced just recently. As our ancestors have taught us, we are stronger when we are unified and paddle together in the same direction. We are stronger as a community when we support each other, when we help carry the difficult loads. Thank you for being here tonight for this special session. I know that it's not easy to come right out of some respectful work to come here to do government work, but you're all here today, and I thank you so much for being here and doing that work. I would also like to acknowledge that Tismalat, Legislature Kathy Genge is online and joining us, and that Legislature Marianne Adams and Legislature Tia Luquolia send their regrets that they're not able to join us due to family obligations and other commitments that were made before this date was set. So I'm sure that they're here with us if they could be, but they can't. So we hope that wherever they are, that they're safe. Would you like to have Foxy back? There we go. Thank you. Thank you so much. Little Remo had lent me Foxy to help me in some of my squeakle duties, but I guess maybe Foxy must be tired and wanted to be back with little Remo. Thank you so much. I also would like to thank everyone that's here joining us in the gallery there. Thank you for being here to support us for this work, and anyone that might be online, we're very grateful for you to be here, whether you're elders, part of the advisory council, community members, staff, or any other member of our broad community joining us live stream. I would like to extend a very warm welcome back to our feather runner, Dayton. Dayton has been a steady and dependable resource for us to continue the work of the important work of being a feather runner, making sure that we all wait our turn patiently when we have something that we need to share or say, and that we share our comments in an orderly fashion. So just remember that the protocol is to wait for the feather from our feather runner before you speak, and return it back to him when you're done. And in this particular session, I'm going to strictly enforce anybody that speaks without the feather a $5 fine that will be directly given to the feather runner. So thank you very much. And I also would like to make a gentle reminder to put all of your phones on silent, if you might, so that we're not having any disruptions in the unlikely or the likely event that you might get a call. So please do that at this time. So let's get on with the order of business that we have today, our summer session that we have important legislation amendments that we need to consider for today. And I just want to make a couple other notes, is that because this is a special session, we are not going to have a public affirmation ceremony, because those things are typically done in the summer and the fall sessions. And we won't be having any legislature resolutions, as there's only 2 nights for this session, and we've got a lot of work to achieve in those 2 nights. And with the upcoming election, it's probably just a good protocol that we put a pause on that for this special session. Thank you very much. So the agenda for tonight, for this session rather, is for the summer 2026 session. During the session, we will review Bill 004, 2026, the Government Organization Amendment Act. We will also vote on R.002-2026 resolution to amend the legislature's stipend regulation, and we will vote on R.003-2026 resolution to give consent to amendments to the Tsawwassen First Nation Treaty Final Agreement. Oh, geez, sorry, you guys. So there's 3 orders of business, 1 legislative amendment and 2 legislative resolutions that we're going to have on our summer agenda. Are there any questions from the legislatures regarding this agenda? All right. I'm going to read the motion. I'm going to ask for a mover and a seconder, and then when it's time to vote, I'm going to ask Legislature Teasmalot Kathy Gensch first to whether she is in favor or against this session agenda, and then I'll just ask you to raise your hands. Motion to approve the summer 2026 legislative agenda. Whereas Section 15 of the Tsawwassen Legislature Rules and Procedures requires the legislature to present an agenda for a legislative session, therefore be it moved that the Tsawwassen Legislature approves the following session agenda. Legislation, Bill 004, 2026, the Government Organization Amendments Act, 2026. Reports, report from the Advisory Council on Bill 004, 2026. Resolution to amend the legislature's stipend regulation. Resolution to give consent to the amendments to the Tsawwassen First Nation Treaty Final Agreement. May I have a mover? Moved by Legislature Tuchuilam Bryce Williams. May I have a seconder? Seconded by Spiloctuit, Legislature Terry Splachton. Legislature Kathy Gensch, are you in favor or not of the session agenda? In favor. All in favor, please raise your hand. Thank you, legislatures. This motion has been approved unanimously. Woohoo, our first piece of work done. Now we can get to the work. As we usually start each of our sessions with opening remarks from all of our legislatures, this is what we are going to do. And then tonight, after we've done that, we're going to have the first reading of Bill 004, 2026, the Government Organization Amendments Act. And then we're going to have an introduction to the resolution to amend the legislature's stipend regulation, R.002-2026. And then we're going to have an introduction to the resolution to give consent to the amendments to the Tsawwassen First Nation Treaty Final Agreement, Resolution .003-2026. Are there any questions from legislatures for tonight's agenda? Perfect. Thank you very, very much. All right. I'd now like to invite legislatures to take a minute to make their opening remarks for the summer 2026 legislative session, starting with Legislature Tismalot, Kathy Genge.
Good evening, everyone. Glad to see you all. Sorry I can't be there. But I think it's going to be a good session. I'm going to make this short and sweet. Thank you.
Legislature, short and sweet. That was beautiful, and so were you. Not short and sweet, but beautiful. Well, that too. So. Heichka. Legislature Taylor Baker.
Heichka Dayton for the feather, and Heichka to share a few words. Missing you here next to me, Kathy. Yeah, I just wanted to share a few words of respect to reflect the few heavy days and week we've had as a community, and just want to wrap my arms around everybody around the table and our legislators around the table. That family was affected over the past week. So I know our respected elder is guiding us through this session, and just wanted to share a few sentiments over that. That's all I would like to share, and I'm just looking forward to this week. Heichka.
Heichka Legislature. Legislature Pelihuia, Don Williams.
Heichka Squeaklesiam, Heichka Dayton for the feather. It's good to be back at the table and sitting with everybody here. Looking forward to our next few days together. It's going to be short, but looking forward to our agenda and the important work that we have to do. Heichka.
Heichka Legislature. Legislature Halkomatia, Louise Alm.
Heichka Squeakle and Heichka for the feather, Dayton. Yeah, I'm happy to be at the table. We've got a little bit of work to do. I'm glad that our government's able to do this when there's important work that needs to be done. I'm going to keep mine short too, just out of respect to the upcoming election. So, Heichka.
Heichka Legislature. Legislature Quiaquia, Andrea Jacobs.
Heichka Squeaklesiam, Heichka Dayton for the feather. To also make this short and sweet, just also want to pay my respects. Can't help but thinking of our respected elder, who was very instrumental at forming this table. And yeah, that's all I want to say about that. Heichka, everybody. It's good to see everybody again.
Heichka Legislature. Legislature Spiloktowit, Terry Splokton.
Heichka Squeakle, thank you for the runner. Sorry, I won't keep mine short. Good evening, Chief Executive Council, fellow legislators, elders, staff, and guests. Before we begin today's legislature, I would like to acknowledge our ancestors whose strength, teachings, and sacrifices have brought us to where we are today. I also acknowledge the work of all those who have served our nation throughout this legislative term. As we gather for what may be the final legislative of this term before the upcoming election, I want to express my gratitude to everyone who has contributed their time, knowledge, and commitment to serving TFN. While we may not always agree on every issue, we all share the same goal of strengthening our nation and creating opportunities for future generations. This term has included many important discussions, decisions, and accomplishments. Through each challenge and opportunity, we have continued the work of self-government and exercised the responsibilities entrusted to us by our members. As we move through today's agenda, I hope we do so with respect, thoughtful discussion, and a continued commitment to the well-being